shit like that gets put out, it's powerful because nobody else in hip hop was kind of like, on some shit like that.
High intense.
High intensity
Street.
shit, street, thugged out shit.
Very cool.
Right.
And man,
You know what? I think well, like when we came out, I think it was just like it was just like a graduation from all the artists that came out before us, cause like the energy came from actually Cypress Hills, God's Effects, Naughty by Nature, Leaders of the New School. Those 4 groups made Onyx with a Slasher, Nirvana. You know what I'm saying? So we was whatever was on TV, whatever that was rocking with our competition, cause y'all. The first time I heard y'all niggas, I'm like, yo, what
Killer
the
Man.
fuck
That was
is
the first
this
joint I was
shit?
like, oh my God.
What the fuck is this
What
shit?
the what?
And it was, and then y'all was from the West Coast. It was like, wait a minute.
The funky Buddha.
hey, but that was the thing, man. That was the thing. It was all like a friendly competition amongst all of us who were out there, because everybody was inspired by everybody. I mean, we were definitely inspired by, like, De La and definitely like the Beastie Boys and like NWA and a couple other cats.
Like you said, even like the Dayline shit. Like if you hear our first album, what we took from them niggas was they had the skits. Dayline had skits on the album. He was the first nigga to put skits. So you listen to back the fuck up. We got a lot of skits on the album. Like we took the blueprint from niggas that came before us. You know what I'm saying? And niggas took the blueprint after us. Wu-Tang, Biggie, Jay-Z, whoever came after us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It just moves like that. You know what I'm saying?
For real. Because, the other thing I think, too, that where y'all stood out was that your flows and voices were distinct. They were all aggressive, but they all had, it was like a different tone. And, correct me if I'm wrong, most legendary hip-hop groups are known by, like, obviously the music and the distinction within the tones of their voices and their flows and shit like that. You know what I mean? And definitely y'all had a good chemistry together, the way y'all tossed the rhymes back and forth and shit, and just with your individual flows and shit, like, that to me was like another thing. You guys had your, definitely the vibe locked down and the concept, but y'all also had the flows down and the aggression and that distinct tone, man.
Shit, rest in peace to Jam Master Jake.
Word up.
He was the architect of all that shit. We was just little young dudes in the studio. We was just happy to be in the damn studio. You know what I'm saying? Happy to have a record deal and happy to just get out the hood. You know what I'm saying?
Outlet.
So it was raw energy, but he constructed it. Yo, Fredro, you go first. Son, see you do it like that. Like he put the whole, you know what I'm saying?
He did the science.
He was the orchestrator.
Yeah, orchestrator.
Yeah. The director,
Well, at that time they would call him the production supervisor, but Jay was the real executive producer.
He was the real
deal.
real title of it.
Yeah, and he was doing the
title.
beats with Shy Skills, so he had his whole hands on that project. So, I guess that's why the whole Run DMC, his formula worked for us, cause Run DMC, they was some of the illest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Going back and
Fucking
forth,
A,
dude.
they were.
So we had to, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo.
Y'all came from that lineage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So y'all had to have it together because, I mean, they were the pioneers of that shit. They were like the one who taught us all how the fuck to do it.
Real talk.
Yeah, we learned that show formula from them a lot of times.
When the first book of hip hop.
I mean, the first page to be written to lease how to figure out how to become celebrities and stars and make money at this.
Yeah, they were the first superstars.
Yeah, first superstars.
Because there was groups out there. There was the Cold Crush Brothers, the Fantastic Five, Double Trouble.
But they was going platinum and doing movies and collaborations.
And Curtis Blow.
Curtis Blow.
And when they came out, it was some whole different shit. So yeah, I could see why like y'all had to be so tight. Why Jay definitely was directing y'all, because he knew the standard you guys had to be at, and y'all fucking lived up to that.
Yo, like
definitely lived
when you
up
come
to
like listen, when you talk about New York hip hop in the early '90s, you got you talk about Latin quarters in spots like the Tunnel and spots like, you know what I'm saying,
Red Zone,
like you know what I'm saying,
the Red Zone,
Red Zone, studio,
Red Zone,
Red Zone. So we was already coming to the city as little dudes. we was seeing Brand Nubians in the club. We
Yeah.
was seeing Daylight in the club. So
Yeah.
we ain't have a deal, but we was already in hip hop already.
Right.
We was in it, knocking on the doors. They was gonna let us in one way or another.
One way or the other.
You know what I'm saying?
Real
Don't
talk.
leave no windows open.
Real talk.
Straight up.
Man, you know, thing is, y'all made some good fucking music, and then you made a transition too. You know, you also went into the TV shit and the movie shit,
Right.
and made that transition. So, you know, to have both at your fucking disposal, and that's another.
And the authenticity of the performance, man. Yo, your acting is believable. Let me give it up. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be real and say, yo, I don't think all the scripts are dope, but when I look at the individual performances,
Right.
Yeah.
yo, y'all do your thing every time, man. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, man, y'all was meant for this. Y'all was meant for this. Capturing the images of even how we grew up. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Y'all do a hell of a performance.
Yeah, definitely, man. I mean, you know, what made y'all get into that? Like, did y'all like when y'all was, you know, making your album? Did you have aspirations to get into the TV and movie shit too, or did
Not
that
really.
just come
it was
along
like a
later?
natural progression, and you know, the opportunity presented itself. We just, you know, we did it.
As any smart motherfucker would.
You know what I'm saying?
For real.
Shit, I give it to Russell.
Fredo was the first
Russell
one.
Simmons put us in the game. Like he was the first dude that was like, "Yo, they got this audition called Strap. Y'all can go to those auditions." We ain't never went to no audition, nothing. You know what I'm saying? They gave us a little piece of paper. We went in there and did our shit. So Russell was kind of like behind
And
that
got
shit.
it.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
And then it just like snowballed effect. Like I said, once they let us in a door, we gonna just come in there and make ourselves at home.
Make
Smash
yourself a
through.
sandwich.
Straight up.
What's on TV?
Drink
They got
some
the
of your
remote.
orange juice.
Nigga, we gonna be sitting
Drinking for
in the
the
reclining chair, nigga. We gonna be sitting in the reclining chair. The man in the house chair.
You come home like, the fuck you doing in my crib?
Fuck you doing in my chair,
son,
nigga?
Oh man.
Nigga, get the fuck out my chair.
Right.
As you should, man. You know, if they put an opportunity out there for you, man, you just gotta go get that shit, man.
Hell yeah, shit. But you know, hip hop, we always been in the movies, man. Like when we was watching Beat Street, you know, everybody wanted to be, you know what I'm saying, Lee and shit. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I think
Or spit.
I think
You know what I'm
that
saying?
you know the one thing that started that trend for definitely for rappers, I think, is the Juice movie.
Juice. Word.
Not necessarily Crush Groove. You know what I'm saying? Because Crush Groove was actually the first one. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
like this was actually a storyline, different shit,
Right.
and a rapper was playing that shit.
Right,
I mean,
right.
Tretch was in it too, but he had like a backup role. You know what I'm saying?
Queen Latifah.
Queen
was
Latifah
in it.
was
Juice. But you had Minister Society.
Yeah.
You know
Boys
what
in
I'm
the
saying?
Hood.
Boys in the Hood.
But I'm saying Tupac was like one of those guys that
Yeah.
everybody was following at the time, and
He
he
was
got
ill.
he got like a pretty good fucking role in that shit.
Nah, he
Pretty good.
He was a good.
That's a pretty fucking
Nah,
good
but he was a
fucking
good
role.
actor though. That's what yo Pac was nice with that shit.
But that's what I'm saying. I think that influenced a lot of cats to like say, man, I could do that too.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're multi-talented.
And I think
you know
that's
what I'm
the
saying?
I think that's all play the main connection with hip hop in general. Like everybody feel like they can do this.
I think it showed to
To some
Hollywood.
degree.
I
And
think
it-
it showed to Hollywood that there was more than just that talent there. There
That's
was
why all the rappers were getting all the good acting parts.
Right.
That's right.
No, but you know if you
And I
really,
believe in that they're qualified. You know
yo,
what I mean?
that shit is all a business too at the end of the day, cause they like, yo, this nigga right here went platinum. Oh, he got 1 million fans.
Right.
True
He gonna
that.
put
We-
some
that.
butts
We
in the
gonna get
seat.
this nigga a chump change to be in the movie. You know what I'm saying? We gonna throw that nigga a little bullshit.
Take
to be
all
in the-
his fans.
He gonna want to be in the movie anyway. So just on the business level, it's like
Go
if we
both
can get
ends.
this nigga, you know what I'm saying, something for nothing, they gonna make it more than you know what I'm saying. So they always benefiting more off of us, I think. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
The whole bigger spectrum. But back to the weed game.
Yeah, back to the weekend. And it's funny that you say that because, you know, we almost into, you know, the next round. But we're going to light that bitch up. Well, somebody got to roll it.
That's what I'm
Who's
talking
going to
about.
roll? Which one of you guys can do? Oh,
Yo, on my way over here, I was like, I think I need a designated driver. That's why I bought one.
word.
I said, I already know, because while I was with y'all in Switzerland,
Oh man.
that was the last time
right.
we was with y'all. I ain't almost.
We smoked one before we got on stage.
Nigga.
I'm on stage. Slam, come on. I'm like, time for me to rob. I'm like,
Yeah. that shit was-
who am I again? Where we at?
West.
Hey, I've been there. I've been there like many times. And it's always with hand on the pump. It's always with hand. I don't know why it's with hand. Well, I know why it's with hand on the pump.
He lucky he got me. Yo, this nigga, yo, if I wasn't there, this nigga, it'd be crazy.
Hey, that's the good part about being in a group, and everybody here could say that. Well, when one motherfucker forgets the
he's
line,
absolutely right too.
The other one can pick it up, and if he doesn't pick it up, oh man,
then we gotta change the record. We gotta change the record.
This raise it up. This record raises up. Nigga, I'll always fuck that record up. I just stopped saying the part right there. Fuck it. I'ma just catch my breath right there. Say some other shit. I always fuck that shit up.
Man, yeah. For me, it's like, you know, if I get to that point where I'm like thinking about the shit too much, like Funky Phil One and Stoned is the Way of the Walk, those two songs start with the same type of line.
Right.
And like back in the day, I get it confused and shit. And then I'll realize, oh man, I'm in the wrong song.
Right.
Ad-libs be all different.
Oh man, that's fucked up.
That's like saying, "What's up, LA?" And you in New York.
Yeah. You want to get away? That type of shit.
Oh shit.
What's the craziest shit y'all seen on stage besides the shit you've done? Or no, let's do that first. What's the craziest shit y'all have done on stage?
Oh man,
Cause y'all put on a show.
Now the craziest shit that ever happened, you know, niggas, we had a fight on stage, man.
Wow.
A real fucking fight. God bless the dead, Big DS. You know what I'm saying?
When you say fight, he's fight amongst ourselves.
Y'all had a fight.
The crowd thought it was part of the show.
But it's so crazy.
The crowd was like,
the Onyx show, we be always like pushing each other on stage.
Oh, so they thought it was
They thought it was part of the show.
Yo, niggas is getting it on, son. Bam, bam. Real shit.
That's good. But
after that shit, after that we smoked weed, went to the hotel, argued some more, but you know.
As homies do, as
Exactly.
family does, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes that shit just happens, you know?
Hey, shit happens, man.
That shit was crazy.
What was the fight over?
What was the fight over?
I know one thing, Adolf the Assassin was there, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know. We was just wild, man. It was just wild niggas. Somebody might have said something.
Adolf, big up Adolf. Word up.
He probably was the main reason.
He was instigating that shit, huh?
He said that's why, man.
Holy shit.
All right, so what's the craziest shit you've seen like fans do at your show? Because they gotta be, y'all put out mad energy, so the fans gotta be tripping the fuck out too.
Yeah, well,
I don't know, man.
Stick jumps in every crowd, so you know.
They go through your pockets.
Go through what?
They go through your pockets when you jump out.
Nah, if they like
Oh
their
man,
fingers.
Stick go through their pockets.
Not if they like their fingers, they don't.
man. Back when I used to jump,
Grab
man.
that little pinky snap.
Hey, back when I used to jump, they just knew I had an ounce of weed in my pocket. They was trying to get it out of my pocket.
Yo, I don't jump
shit.
no more. Fuck that.
Yeah, I'm
I
sticky
stopped
fingers.
jumping.
I got they shit
I
in my
started jumping
pockets.
too. I ain't jumping. Fuck y'all niggas. Because I almost got killed in Russia.
Oh,
I jumped
man.
in the crowd. My little ass went in the crowd. I'm standing in the crowd with like 4,000 people trying to say what's up to me at once. Nigga, I'm like, yo! This big Russian nigga grabbed me. He's like, he see me like almost dying. Nigga almost died in the show. For
That's
real.
crazy.
Real shit. That's why I stopped jumping.
You still be jumping.
I'm
though.
a professional surfer.
You're a
You know what I'm
professional.
saying?
That-
I'm looking for the biggest wave now.
You know that's the crazy
They
thing.
say it's coming in November.
Hey, you know that's
when the moon aligns.
That's the crazy thing, right? The Rockheads, you know, started that shit, but you know, we have like, you know, in hip hop, some really, you know, good fucking jumpers and divers.
Yo, Method
Like
Man is
Method
one.
Man,
Here we go.
Good
man.
one.
I said, okay,
niggas
see.
is
Yo,
dumb. Them
that's
See,
niggas
they
is
ain't
dumb.
got playing fair.
You Send Dog he still be jumping.
Oh, he crazy.
I used to jump, see, but look, man, like, you know, like
It's time we talk about drugs. I used to jump.
I used to jump,
but not anymore.
but not anymore. Look, maybe like a year ago,
I was a jumper.
I was a jump.
I want to confess this.
Once you turn to OG status, jumping stop.
No, look, this is why I jumped, because when I used to jump in the 90s, I was like at a good 195, dog. I was at 195 and shit.
Nigga, you jump
I
lawsuit,
ballooned out to 240. I wasn't gonna jump out like a bowling ball and take like 30 people out.
So,
Now I'm down to 215. I could probably jump again.
so
But
how'd
like,
you get off jumping?
how did I get off
You
jumping?
went to jumping anonymous?
Man, let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you the story. I still had my hair blown out right? My hair was
Somebody
blown the
grabbed your
fuck out,
shit.
Afro style, right? I jumped in the crowd and I hit the bottom. My back was on the bottom.
Damn.
I was trying to get up, but some motherfucker was stepping on the back of my shit, and my homie was pulling me forward.
Right.
I'm getting my shit yanked. So my equilibrium's all fucked up. People are piling up on top of me. Then finally, I start throwing elbows on the bottom. People fall over, and my homies pull me up. I felt like I had like a 12-pack right then. You know what I'm saying?
Jumping that day and he got a haircut.
I got a haircut. First thing I did was I got a haircut, and I stopped. Well, I didn't. I jumped one more time after that, and the evidence of that was the Woodstock footage because I had just shaved my fucking shit. And that was the next show. I said, all right, I'm going to dive for this. After that, I ain't diving again.
Fuck that shit.
And I stopped diving then. And then Sendog started picking up that slack.
They still got little niggas doing that right now. Like, I see them little Odd Future niggas doing that shit.
Yeah, the Odd Future cats are doing
Flapper
that.
zombie niggas, I think like our hip hop like kind of started like hip hop changed when we came out to like a more darker hip hop. Like,
True that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cypress, Dies Effects, and Naughty by Nature said, if you don't know nothing about the ghetto, stay the fuck out the ghetto. That was the start of, y'all nigga like the
That was
early
that dark
90s
shit, yeah.
we started that whole, you know what I'm saying? Then you had the Grave
Classic
Diggers,
era.
The Grave
the
Diggers,
fucking
yeah.
Hood Rats. There's a lot of niggas that came up in that era that still had that Black Moon era, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Boot Camp Click, you know what I'm saying? That golden era hip hop will never be, you know what I'm saying? It'll never be nothing like that.
Ain't nobody ever going to forget that. You play, like, there's a club out here that they do every Thursday, whatever, but it's called Effects. And that shit lives right there. You put any of them records on, and when that shit comes on, man, motherfuckers lift to it. You know what I mean? Because that shit is timeless.
Yeah.
That part of hip hop was timeless. A lot of this new shit is gonna come and go, and you won't remember it 5 years from now. But a lot of the shit in that time that we're talking about, there was a lot of classic shit.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
And I believe everyone at this table has made some of that shit right there.
Hell yeah. Shit.
Trying to keep that shit coming too.
Now
Fuck
look,
all that.
we were talking about this off the air when we were with the Bong Trophy case. Y'all did this movie. Like I was watching TV and I was flipping through the channels, and at first I thought it was a video.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it turned out to be an actual like a musical thing.
Right. Hip hop musical,
And
the first one of its kind.
And I thought that was fucking crazy. But it was dope. Like the writing on how y'all were flipping it back and forward, having a conversation, but it was all...
can you hear me, nigga?
Man, that shit...
Can you hear me, nigga?
Yeah, the phone shit.
Yeah.
The phone shit was
can you
tight.
hear me, nigga? You break it up. I can't hear you now.
Man, what gave you the idea to do that shit?
The album, my first solo album, Black Trash. Because the whole album, it was a regular album, but it was a movie. And I was like, you know what? I want to do an actual movie behind the fucking album. But I never got the funding. So finally, when I got the funding, I came with the idea to do a day in the life in the whole entire movie in rap. Right. The opposite now. Now it's a movie,
right?
But it's all in raps. So you can even listen to it in your car.
Because we learned both crafts. We learned how to film movies, and we knew how to do the music shit. So we just combined both of the crafts that we knew and made. You know what I'm saying? Put it together.
I thought that shit was dope. Because I mean, a lot of people, have like these ideas, but like you never see them and shit like that, and they're great ideas. You know what I'm saying?
And this is the second one.
And that's the tight shit about that. That somebody actually pulled that shit off and made like a fucking movie out of it. And the rhymes are tight.
Yeah.
And the beats are tight.
Hell yeah.
And the whole shit, the way y'all wrote it, like
S-Man on the beats. You know
that shit was so ill. We had to do another one.
We got the new shit called we slinging that shit like crack, man. You know what I'm saying? $5 on the trunk, DVD, Amazon, Netflix. We got it how you want it, man. Straight up.
Walmart, Target.
Straight up.
Send it. It just came out February 5th. It's a second edition, to the hip hop musicals. Caught on Tape, starring Vivica Fox, Cedric the Entertainer. You know what I mean? She's cracking.
And yo, one thing about the movies, like they be like hip hop musicals, but we like. Just like you said, it's a storyline behind it. It ain't just some niggas just standing in front of a house doing a music video. Like it's a real movie.
There's a whole story and concept behind it. So like, did you guys do it just yourselves, or did you guys like have help from other writers? Like,
we did it all ourselves.
Damn.
And,
How long did that?
Lionsgate put it out.
How long did that take for y'all to write all those rhymes?
It didn't take that long. Actually, this is easier because in the art of writing rhymes, it's like a puzzle. I put this and that together. But with the movie, it's just like from top of the page to the bottom of the page.
Right. It's
Right.
It's one rhyme all the way to the bottom.
All the way.
How many bars do you think that shit went?
Fuck, I don't
A
know.
1,000.
That's an ill fucking question.
Shit, wow.
How many
My
bars?
trivia.
Y'all gotta go fucking count out the bars now. We
It's
need a
90
bar
It's
counter.
90 minutes, so.
We need a bar counter, man.
That shit gotta be about 100.
I think
it gotta
that-
be about.
Well, this
I
one's
would
like
say-
75. A Day in the Life was like 90.
I would say about 10,000 bars.
I'd have
Oh,
to
no.
say. I'd have to say you're right.
I can't even fathom.
How about let's
I
put,
gotta say
let's
that's
put that
probably
pressure on the
accurate.
chat.
Yeah.
Let's put that pressure on the
Wait,
chat and everybody
wait.
out there.
How long is the movie?
Well, the first one is 90 minutes. This one is like 80
Okay,
minutes.
so that's an hour and a half,
Hour and a half.
right? What do you figure the BPMs changed
Well,
pretty
it's
much
like
in
90,
different
yeah,
scenes?
90, 90.
Let's say average 90, right?
Right.
Like 90,
89.
90. Average.
And you can't even really say the verses was 16 because it
Well,
was
no,
just they were
some
just
scenes
all
were
together.
Longer, some scenes were shorter.
Yeah, that's the whole shit.
That's some ill shit. That's
We're gonna
funny.
figure it out. Yo,
Yeah,
somebody in the chat line,
yeah.
find out
I
how
mean,
many
the bars,
bars
are,
is
How
no
many
there.
bars?
no
Get up
matter
on
how
that.
long it is, the bars are still the bars, though.
Yeah, the
Right?
bars are still the bars.
Right.
I'm just
So-
saying. You gotta think.
Scientifically,
You gotta
do it.
think
An
like
hour
he
and a
said,
half,
right?
90 beats per minute.
I say
You got-
10,000
you gotta think-
bars. I know.
fit in that
Listen,
time
I
frame.
watched The
Right.
Price is Right, nigga. I'm saying 10,000 bars and I ain't going over.
Yeah, go on.
How about that?
$1.
10,001.
So, hey, everybody go cop the movie, man,
Word up.
and count the bars. Get on the
Count the
blog.
bars.
Count the bars. Get on the blog and let us know what the bars are.
Hey, that's 2 hours of counting bars. You're gonna have, or hour and a half. So you're gonna have to have a friend with you to take off the next 1, 2, 3, 4 count. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas gonna be smoking some shit.
Technically,
Be
you
doing
could,
that
you
shit
could
too.
probably do it in a calculator.
You probably could.
You know what I'm saying?
You probably could. But I bet, I bet nobody really thought of that because you got all these guys that got like their fucking, songs with like 300 and 600 bars and shit like
Right,
that.
right.
Y'all killed them. Y'all killed them with this movie, man. That shit is out of here. Nobody's gonna catch that. That's 10,000 bars. I'm willing to bet it's 10,000, like you said.
And it got the visual.
Shit.
10,000.
Right.
That's a lot of rhymes. Like
Yeah.
I watched that shit. Like from where I caught it, I watched it for a good long fucking time.
Right.
It's a lot of bars.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. when we
Y'all motherfuckers are masters. God damn
That
it.
shit
I
took a
gotta-
long time though, you know what I'm saying? but like, you know what I'm saying? It's just when you have a passion for any motherfucking thing, you're gonna make it work. So
True
once
that.
we started, it was like, yo, we gotta finish this motherfucker. You know
That's
what I'm
cool
saying?
though, man.
Yeah.
To see that, like, motherfuckers were able to pull some shit like that off in hip hop, no less. Because realistically, in a regular musical, you could pull that shit off. It's not so many words.
Right. 'cause
It's less measurements.
it's talking too in a
It's
regular
talking,
musical.
yeah.
This is
This shit-
beginning to end. No talking.
Rap music, hip hop music, period, is always more words in one verse than any other.